Because our customers trust us and they really truly and they know that our associates know what they need. We had a store in Florida. The client brought in her suitcase to the store and asked our store manager to pack outfits for a 10-day trip to Europe.
Wow.
And the store manager Ziploc bagged, one for day, one for night, all 10 days, put a sticky on with what the customer had to add in, and she was all set to go.
Hey everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the GC360 podcast, filmed right here in Garden City, New York Media Studios in downtown Garden City, New York. I'm your host, Catherine O'Connell. When you think classic American sportswear and accessories brands, J McLaughlin might just be at the top of your list. There's so many things to offer. Since 1977, J McLaughlin has designed its clothing and accessories with impeccable craftsmanship and timeless style, rooted in the American traditions of sport, work, and play. With over 170 retail stores across the United States, at J McLaughlin you can find the best mix of world-class quality silks, sporty cottons, and cashmeres. They are all about the details. They recently opened their newest location right here in Garden City on 7th Street, and today we are joined in studio with the CEO of J McLaughlin, Mary Ellen Coyne. Mary Ellen joined J McLaughlin in 2016, becoming the brand's first female CEO. Mary Ellen oversees all aspects of strategy and operations, including merchandising, product development, marketing, retail expansion, and e-commerce. Welcome, Mary Ellen. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me, Catherine. I'm very excited to be here.
Me too. So please just tell us a little bit about how you got started at J McLaughlin.
Sure. So I grew up in the retail world, starting with the Macy's training program, going to Ann Taylor, Banana Republic, and I ended up at Ralph Lauren for 19 years, an incredible experience. But I got a call to come and speak with the people at J McLaughlin, which at first I turned down. I loved where I was. But when I went and met the team, when I went into the stores and understood really the magic that was there and the opportunity that the brand had, I was thrilled to join.
Wow, that is so great. So can you describe J McLaughlin as a brand, and what do you guys offer, and who's your customer?
Sure. So J McLaughlin, as you mentioned, is a classic American sportswear brand offering beautifully made products in warm, inviting stores across the country and online, offering exceptional customer service. For 47 years, we've remained relevant. The mission of the brand is to create meaningful relationships with our customers and engage their communities, fitting seamlessly into their lives.
That's beautiful. I love that. So can you tell us about your particular ties to the Garden City community?
Sure. I mean, they are long and deep. So I was raised in Roslyn Harbor, but my dad started his law firm in Garden City the year after I was born. So had a law firm on Franklin Avenue for 50 years. And then my first job, which was in retail, was in high school, was in Lord & Taylor on Franklin Avenue. And then as I progressed through high school and college, I just met so many friends along the way who were from Garden City. I raised my children in New York City, but made many friends who then subsequently moved out to Garden City. So there's just so many connections here. It's a town that's near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, absolutely. So how come you chose Garden City to open the next location of J McLaughlin?
Well, Garden City is such a vibrant town, and we had such a loyal customer base here already who were shopping either in our other stores on Long Island or across the country as they traveled. And so we wanted to bring that service here to them, and also to introduce new people to the brand if they didn't know it before.
So you guys recently had a really big grand opening, right?
We did.
Yeah, how was that? Can you tell us about that?
We did. It was fantastic. First of all, I have to say the community has been unbelievably warm and welcoming. So we opened, and the first weekend, 4 or 5 came, and we had them do a coffee bar out front, which was so exciting. And then the night of the event, first of all, the community support from all of the people, from John, from Elaine. I mean, just the turnout from the town was remarkable. In addition, we were doing it as a charitable event, giving proceeds back to the inn. The event was held, really hosted by two very good friends, Julie O'Neill and Catherine Rafferty, and everyone turned out for them and for the store. It was really, truly remarkable.
That sounds so great. I like that you guys are giving back too. That's really important. So what do you see for the future of the store in Garden City? Do you guys see yourselves getting involved in more community events and such?
Absolutely. So one of the brand pillars at J McLaughlin is local and loyal. We truly believe in giving back to the communities that we are in, and we truly believe we should do that based on what our customer believes in and wants to support. What's important to our customers is important to us. Last year, we hosted over 2,000 events, giving back to over 900 charities. And yes, so Garden City will fall right in the mix. In addition to the grand opening event, there was also an event for the Garden City Historical Society already. And I believe when I stopped by the store today, they said there were 5 more charitable events already on the calendar.
Wow, that is amazing. What are some of the charities that you guys usually participate with?
Well, they tend to be very, very local.
Okay.
So, it is, although I will say, we do very often do breast cancer in the month of October, and we do an Everglades push in Florida, but we try to stay very, very local.
That's amazing. What other locations are on Long Island?
So we have a store in Locust Valley, a store in Huntington, a store in Southampton, and a store in Bridgehampton.
Okay, wow. So really all across the island. So
Yes.
a lot of variety, lots of different places.
Yes, but Garden City is one of the largest footprints in the entire company, and we believe will very quickly be a flagship.
Absolutely. I mean, it looks huge. It looks beautiful. So does each store kind of have a little bit of a different theme depending on what's local or?
Yes, so we have used the same architect for every store that we've built. And his name is Doug Larson. And when Doug is not working with us, he is a residential architect. So everything he does for us is to make the stores feel warm and inviting. But at the same time, he studies extensively the history of the town and the character, and everything we do really fits right into the local feeling.
Absolutely. That sounds great. So can you tell us a little bit more about what kind of items J McLaughlin offers, all of the kind of things they sell, for who are they directed at?
Sure. So, our customer is primarily female today. We'll talk more about that. And, middle age, and loves to spend time with her family, loves to be engaged in her community, loves to travel. And those are all things that are perfect for what we offer in the brand. Much of what we offer is easy to pack, does not wrinkle, machine washable, and we have many items that are easy to coordinate. They're multifunctional. So if you're buying, a pant, it may be that you could wear it all day to walk around town, and then you can dress it up with heels and put on a different blouse and go out at night. So, we love that people build their wardrobe with us.
Yeah, it sounds like all of the quality of the materials that you guys use, it sounds very specific, very well thought out.
Yes, well, 47 years, we've had a lot of practice and we've learned a lot of lessons, but I will say quality is really of the utmost important to us, and having things that last and having things that work for people and having things that just make people's lives a little easier when they get up in the morning.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the highly personalized experience and the highly personalized history of the brand?
as I said, the mission of the brand was to create relationships. And we do that through very, very high level of customer service, very personal. I mean, I could give you so many examples. We could be here all night talking about examples of what our associates do for their clients. They're very, very in tune with what's happening in their life. And they will do anything from dropping off at their home because our customers trust us and they really truly and they know that our associates know what they need. We had a store in Florida. The client brought in her suitcase to the store and asked our store manager to pack outfits for a 10-day trip to Europe.
Wow.
And the store manager Ziploc bagged, one for day, one for night, all 10 days, put a sticky on with what the customer had to add in, and she was all set to go.
Oh,
But that's the level of trust you build with the relationships we have.
wow. That's really personalized. So, do a lot of people do personal styling there or?
Yes. So all of our associates love to style, people when they come in. But we also have personal styling. We have stylists. So we have stylists in stores, but they also are available online. So if you're an online customer, we can connect with you through email, through phone, whatever you prefer, and style you as well.
Wow. That is really great customer service. I like that you guys are able to do that. So how can you say that J McLaughlin differentiates from other retailers?
There are really two things. Number one is another brand pillar is to make a customer and not a sale. So we do not measure traffic. We do not measure conversion. We are happy if you come in once a week and look around and leave without purchasing something because we know when it's the right time, you will come in and you will buy from us. So a very different approach from any other retailer. In addition to that, we are multi-generational. We have very often mother-daughter, mother-daughter, grandmother. We were just asked to do a segment for Mother's Day. And, we came up with 20 examples of where this is happening. And that I think that's a very unique proposition.
Absolutely. So what are the best-selling items at J McLaughlin?
It always starts with our dresses. So at the moment, it happens to be a floral midi length dress. But we also have very successful blouse programs, both solid and print. And we right now sets are matching top and bottom, flying out of the stores. And also the suit is back, as witnessed by you for sure. So yes, yeah, suits are selling too. And then from the accessories point of view, we have wicker bags. Always, it's something that's signature to our brand, and we update them every year, and people collect them. And footwear is a new business for us and tremendously successful, particularly with a little neutral grass cloth ballerina flat. And then on the men's side of it, and we'll plug the men's side a little. Sport coats and outerwear are the number 1 and 2 categories, followed by footwear.
Yeah, it seems like very much right now all of the classy, older styles are back. So it seems like you guys really offer a lot of that. So that's really exciting for people to view. So can you tell us a little bit more about what you have to manage as the CEO of J McLaughlin?
What I love to manage as the CEO of J McLaughlin is the entire process, right? So Kevin McLaughlin is the creative director. He is an amazing, amazing person and talent, and I love that he's my partner every day. But then it's so fun to see the line concepted from colors on a board and pieces of fabric that their team is working on and come to life 3D. And then assorting that, and then honestly deciding what, how that's going to look in the stores. But for me personally, I also get to work on the real estate strategy. So where we're going to open stores, which is, incredibly exciting, and on the e-commerce business. So we just replatformed to Shopify Plus, and that has been fantastic. We've upgraded all of the processes and all of the platforms in the entire brand over the last few years, and it's just giving us so much more capability. And as we're doing all of that, we have the marketing side. So really leaning in. We have a tremendous catalog business, and our customers love our catalogs. They save them and they bring them into the store and shop. But now, as things have evolved, digital marketing is really in the forefront. Facebook, Instagram, we're on, SMS, people are shopping mobile. So as that's evolving, we're continuing to evolve as well, because our goal is to meet our customer when and where they'd like to shop.
Wow. That seems like a lot of stuff that you have to oversee, but that's so exciting. So do you know exactly where you guys are going to open up next, or where you guys might be headed next?
Our real estate strategy is incredibly opportunistic because we like to be in small towns. Garden City, for example, we waited 5 years for a space to come up, and we were looking and looking and looking. But right now we are looking at a second location in Cleveland that we just signed a lease on. We have such a beautiful luxury of going into second stores in a market that's super successful, and or opening in places where people are spending more time. And so we're really looking at some smaller locations to move forward.
That's so interesting. So you must really love retail if you've been a part of it for so long. What do you think has been your favorite thing about working in retail?
For me, it's that dual right brain, left brain. What I didn't say in my earlier answer as the CEO is it's all the financial responsibility as well, right? So, but we don't like to talk about that because that's the boring part. But it's being able to be super creative and surround myself with creative people, and at the same time, really challenging myself to own the entire business and really deliver. And for me personally, to over deliver on what our goals are. And, and that's important to me because of the team. Throughout my career, and especially here at J McLaughlin, I have an amazing team. They are the most talented, lovely people who really just inspire me every day. And so I have to say, that is what gets me going every morning.
Oh, that's lovely. I love to hear that. So, Mary Ellen, is there anything else that you want to share with our viewers before we go?
I'd like to say, please come to Garden City. Please come and shop. We'd love to welcome you all, and you'll see the service that we provide. You'll be thrilled.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the GC360 podcast. I'm your host, Catherine O'Connell. See you later. Bye.